Turning our focus to America's import restrictions and steep tariffs on foreign producers, some speculate Washington's trade policies are intentionally targeting South Korea, that there may be a link between trade and national security. Cha Sang-mi sheds light on this issue as well as what should be Seoul's next move in response to such measures.
The United States' ever stronger trade protection policies are causing concern for its trading partners, and South Korea, considered a strong ally of the U.S., is no exception. The U.S. has been using a variety of tactics to restrict imports, from anti-dumping rules to recent safeguard measures against Korean-made steel and washing machines. And with the recent thaw in relations between the two Koreas, some say too much pressure on trade may hurt mutual cooperation on security.
Theoretically, the national security and trade issues should be separate, but the Trump administration's policies demonstrate that the national security issue impacts the trade issue.
Another expert says trade and national security are two sides of the same coin, and that President Trump may be trying to kill two birds with one stone by restricting imports from South Korea.
The U.S. government or Mr. Trump is considering solution altogether the North Korea's nuclear threat problems and South Korea's trade surplus, continuous trade surplus against the United States in a single shot.
The expert says the true intentions of the U.S. are revealed in the import restrictions Washington continuously imposes on Seoul. Taking into account the U.S. trade deficit with South Korea is nowhere near the size of its deficit with Japan and China. He says the U.S. could be trying to leverage its economic power to further its national security goals. Korea's former Trade Minister Park Tae-ho points out that the United States standards for import restrictions are vague and subjective and are against international trade rules.
The Korean government is considering filing a complaint to the WTO regarding the United States' unilateral trade penalties, and when we do so, we should cooperate with many other countries who are affected by the U.S. trade pressure.
Park says the Trump administration is using its trade pressure as leverage in the ongoing South Korea-U.S. free trade agreement renegotiations, but added that it's unlikely to have a huge impact on the renegotiations to the 6-year-old trade deal. Cha Sang-mi, Arirang News.